I want to show you how I learned to farm ideas. How to create an unlimited idea farm where you're constantly having creative, useful, and money making ideas. This is the biggest edge that I have over all my competitors and most people like you who are watching this video who don't know how to farm ideas. So honestly, this is one of my biggest secrets. So if you're watching this, congratulations, you're about to get my sauce. So let's get right into it. Why do we need ideas? Ideas are at the core of everything. If you want to make money, you have to provide value. You provide value by solving problems, and you solve problems using your ideas. That's the key. This is the secret. This is how Apple was built, Tesla, anything you could think of was made from farming ideas. So let's go over exactly how to do this. And people who ask me, KJ, how do you make so many freaking videos? And how are they all decent? it's because of this right here. It's how to farm ideas. So hope you're excited as I am to share this with you. Let's get right into it. You see, here's a diagram we have. First, we have the star, which is you must have a big goal, a big problem you are trying to solve. And this thing has to be exciting. If you have a boring freaking goal like, oh, I want to make 1K a month, yes, that is realistic, bro. But I'm talking about like a 10-year goal. Is your 10-year goal to make 1K a month? No, it's not. But what is your long-term vision? I'll give you the example of mine. It used to be, oh, I want to make, 10K a month online, or I want 100,000 subscribers. But those things still weren't big enough. It must have a deeper why. Why do you want those things? It must be a lot bigger than money. But it also needs to make money because you want to make money, but it also needs to be bigger than money. And so my goal is I want to bankrupt business college. I do not want a single business college to exist by the time I die. That is my goal. I want every entrepreneur who wants to win, who wants to take this path of entrepreneurship to win based on the knowledge that I provide them. And so that is my North Star. And everything I do lines up with this North Star. And so you must have a big goal that is bright, it's shining, and it gets you out of bed every day, and it generates these creative ideas that are long term focused. Most of your ideas are probably way too short term to actually have any value. And so that's the number one thing is what is your big massive goal? And you won't have this to start with. Like you won't know exactly what you want when you first start. It'll probably be a lot more materialistic or status driven. Like I want to make 10K a month. That was mine when I first started. No shame in that. But as you continue down your journey, you want to start to really think about what gifts has God given me and how am I going to use those to make a difference for the world? And that's mine is I want to bankrupt business college because business college took a lot of money from me and a lot of my time and gave me nothing in return for it. So I want to bankrupt it. And I think having a decentralized education where people learn stuff for insanely cheap from anywhere in the world without being gatekept by disgusting politics and student loans and disgustingness is a better world. So I want to make that happen. So that is my big goal. So now, when you have this big goal, you see, here's me over here, which is a long way off from this goal. And so, what do we must do? The first step is surrounding. And so, what you want to do is you must surround yourself with raw materials in order to actually form these ideas. You see, your ideas don't just come from nowhere, they come from melting all these raw ideas that you're hearing from other people and raw inputs together. And so, the first step is surrounding yourself with raw materials to actually form these ideas. And so right now, if you think, oh, I'm stupid, I don't have good ideas, I can never do what KJ's doing, guys, you're not stupid. You're just surrounded by stupid ideas. You're listening to stupid people putting out stupid content. You're on TikTok, Instagram, short form nonsense. You don't have the attention span to even listen to a dadgum podcast from Andrew Huberman. So this is what I'm saying is you must surround yourself with smart ideas. I promise you, if you think you're dumb right now, you're not. You're just surrounded by dumb people. If you start surrounding your mind all day with smart people and start listening to their ideas, you will start to become smart. Because your brain is simply a computer and it takes in inputs and it makes outputs. And so if your inputs suck, there's no way you're going to have good outputs. And so this is the first thing. Also, quick side note here. I think it's like James 4 or 5, somewhere in James. But the Bible says, if anyone lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously. So 4 years ago, I was a complete idiot, wasting my time and life in college, goober, just partying, just literally doing nothing. just traveling around the sun, having a good time. And I realized how foolish I was, and how stupid I was, and I started to ask, God, please give me wisdom. And I read that verse. It says, God gives generously to those who ask. I said, please give me godly wisdom. And he's been generous to give me wisdom. And obviously I need way more. And like I'm so stupid compared to a lot of people and where I want to go. But he's improved my wisdom. He has given me wisdom generously, as the Bible verse says. And that's the only reason why I'm able to make these videos. But yeah, surround yourself with good ideas. So for me, like, this is the Bible. This is listening to really smart people who have done what I want to do, like Naval Ravikant. Listening to Chamath Palihapitiya, whatever his name is. Listening to Charlie Morgan, Sam Ovens, any kind of other tech founders like Peter Thiel, Elon Musk. Like, surround yourself with genius ideas. That's the first step. Now, number 2 is building. So what we must do is now you must start to take these ideas and start building your path to this star. And so, for instance, for me, this looks like making content. So because my North Star means that I want to teach people how to do business, well, I have to start using these things for my business and then teaching people how to do business. That is what I must do. I must get good at that. And so this video is me doing this right now. It's like I'm taking these raw ideas and I'm spending time building out this little roadmap to get me towards my goal. And you're not going to make insane miles of progress yet. You just want to take it step by step. So for instance, I understand that I need to really grasp leverage as a concept. In order to hit this North Star, I need to understand leverage. So what do? Well, I listen to Naval talk about leverage. I listen to Alex Hormozi talk about leverage. I surround myself with inputs about leverage. And then I make a rough draft of a video teaching you guys about leverage based on what I've learned. And so that is building. So surround yourself with these raw inputs and then set aside time for building, which is letting your subconscious start putting these pieces together using your experience and your thoughts and your ideas and the wisdom God's given you. Uh-oh, my computer's about to restart. Oh no, 1 second, I'll be back. All right, I'm back, so sorry about that. Let's get right back into it. So, like I said, you must surround yourself with genius inputs, with amazing ideas. Then you must actually start building, meaning you must give your brain time to take those raw materials and melt them into something useful. So as you're attracting these ideas, you must start building them on this path to reach your goal. And you only do that by letting your subconscious become a melting pot for all these good ideas into new ideas. So you're smelting those raw materials, taking what you want, getting rid of what you don't want, and building your path to reach this goal. And so how good your building is depends on how good your raw materials are, which is why surrounding yourself with genius inputs is the first step to farming a lot of ideas. And lastly, the third step is action. If you want to know why you feel like you have perfectionism and you can't make any progress and you don't have the success that you thought you would have by now, it's because of number 3. And the reason I've been able to progress so fast recently in the past year to go from 3K a month to 4K a month to then 76K a month last month is because of number 3, which is action. And so action is magic. As you can see, I've already recorded this and I messed it up, but I drew this thing here. Action is you actually taking steps on this project that you built towards your goal. So you take these raw inputs, you spend time building them into a path, and action is you walking that path to get towards your goal. And so in my example, I surround myself with good inputs on business because I'm trying to build a business. I surround myself with good inputs on content and idea generation and thinking, philosophy, the Bible. And then number 2 is I give myself time to actually build these things into useful ideas. So think about this video right now. I was researching idea generation, listening to podcasts, doing all these things, consuming course content on how to come up with ideas. And then I sat down and thought about it for like a long time. And as I thought, as I went on walks, as I was in the gym, as I was meditating, as I was doing whatever, I was building these ideas into something useful for myself and useful for other people. And number 3 is action, which is what I'm doing right now. I am recording this idea that I had this morning in the gym that came from raw inputs, and then from me building these raw inputs, melting them into something useful, and now I'm taking action by showing this to you. This is magic, guys. This is where I've made all my money and made any progress that I've came from this right here. And so right now, you're probably not doing number 3. Let's say you want to be a YouTuber. Why are you not posting videos? The frick? Like, if you spend all of your time trying to perfect your first video, you will fail because you don't know what you're doing. It's like trying to figure out what step 75 is, and you haven't taken step 1. Action is you moving on these ideas. So if you want to build a business and you've not sent any outreach, what are you doing? If you want to sign clients using outreach, but you've only sent 4 outreaches, you don't have enough action. You must build. You must actually take these ideas and execute on them. And that's how you actually get down this path, and you start to attract new ideas that are more advanced. And so the only reason my content has been working, I feel like, compared to most people's content, even though it's very raw and I have a whiteboard, is because I've taken enough action, which I can prove if you go and look at my channel. I've posted 300 videos in the past 4 months. I've taken insane action, which allows me to make progress towards this goal, and I start to figure out newer and more useful ideas than most of the marketplace, which gives me exponential results. And so whether it's outreach or literally anything, like if you want to become a great guitar player and play amazing live shows, you got to go play some live shows. You have to test out your solos that you've come up with from surrounding yourself with good music and then giving yourself time to come up with music on your own. And then action is actually playing the music and testing it out. So you need feedback on how good your ideas are, so you know the trajectory that you should take. So let's go about how do we tactically do this, right? First step is surrounding. You should be doing this 24/7. You should get rid of all the dookie inputs in your life. TikTok, video games, garbage, listening to family members who have not done what you want to do. Like, just stop listening to those things, okay? And surround yourself with genius inputs. Like for me, I want to teach business education. So I listen to amazing teachers, and I listen to people who are amazing at business. So I'm listening to Hormozi. I'm listening to Naval Ravikant. I'm listening to Charlie Morgan's course. I'm listening to Sam Ovens. I'm listening to Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, all these great people who I want to be like and have raw inputs that get me closer to my goal. I'm surrounding myself with them. No more dookie content. No more garbage, useless entertainment. Surround yourself with good inputs. I did this when I was working, by the way. I listen to podcasts all day at work. I listen to videos all day at work, surrounding myself. Then number 2 is building. You should have 90 minutes a day where you are building, meaning you take time where you are not consuming anything. You are just producing. So go on walks, stare at the wall, meditate, and make sure you always have a notepad beside you. So this is exactly what I was doing. While my computer died a second ago, it took 10 minutes for it to restart, and I was writing a video. Instead of getting on my phone or being a goober like everyone else would do, I started building. I gave my brain time to smelt those raw ideas into something useful. And the secret here is to do this 90 minutes per day. If you build 90 minutes per day, it's almost impossible for you to fail if you have decent inputs, because you're going to start building this path towards your goal. And if you do it daily, you'll be amazed at how much progress you can make. And number 3, action. You must do 90 minutes of action. So if my goal is to teach people, guess what I should be doing for 90 minutes? Teaching people. If my goal is to get amazing at sending outreach, guess what I should be doing for 90 minutes a day? At least sending outreach. If your goal is to become a YouTuber, what should you be doing every day for 90 minutes? Recording videos. This is why most of you guys are failing, is because you're stuck in this loop of perfectionism and you're not making any progress because you don't actually take any action. You want to have the perfect outreach, so you end up never sending outreach. You want to have the perfect video, so you end up making 1 video a month. Meanwhile, I make 37 videos a month, or 60. I don't even know how much it is. And this is the secret, because in order to get to this goal, it's not through 1 perfect try. It's through 100,000 imperfect tries. That's how you reach this goal. And so if you want to farm ideas, you have to actually farm ideas, meaning you need to sow every single day. You need to plant seeds every single day. Consume good content. Build the content. Put out the content every single day. So if you do this 24/7, surround yourself with good ideas, you build for 90 minutes a day, and you take action for 90 minutes a day, you'll begin to farm ideas. And so some more tactical stuff is to always have somewhere to capture ideas. So when your subconscious puts these things together, When you give it time, like when you stop consuming stuff 24/7 and you actually start producing, give yourself somewhere to capture these ideas. So I have notepads on my phone. I have an actual Remarkable notepad. I have my computer with notes on it, and they're all connected so I can always capture ideas. And then make sure you're taking action 90 minutes a day. This is what I'm doing right now. I'm recording this video of me taking action on my goal, which is to teach you guys. And I'm teaching you how to do that. Like it's crazy. So this is what I'm doing right now, taking action. So yeah, this is how I farm ideas. And those of you guys who've been asking, like, how do I come up with so much content? This is it. So I hope you enjoyed. This is my secret to everything. Hopefully you guys will use this. But the number one thing here is you can't get stuck. You must take action. No matter what your goal is, you must do the thing that gets you towards that goal. If you want to be a YouTuber, post YouTube videos daily. It's so simple, but no one does it. No one does it. So yeah, if you follow this, you will come up with amazing ideas very consistently. And yeah, if you learned something, let me know. If you didn't learn something, then don't let me know. Just don't watch my channel. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time.